Your purpose is determined by God. It's not determined by you. Anything manufactured, it is the manufacturer who determines the purpose of what has been manufactured. When you take a car has its use. Whatever has been manufactured, whatever has been invented, is invented for a purpose. The purpose of whatever has been manufactured is determined by the manufacturer. In Colossians 1:16, that for by him all things were created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities. All things were created through him and for him. All things. We were created through him, we were created by him, and we were created for him. In other words, you don't determine your purpose. You can determine what food to eat, who to marry, what career to go with. But when it comes to your purpose on this earth, you don't get to choose. It is the manufacturer who designs you purposely for a specific thing. And until we understand this, we will go about doing things and yet not fulfilling our purposes. In this world, many people are driven by many things. We have pressure all around us. We have activities, issues, troubles, problems all around us. And people do things because of what is pursuing them. Now, purpose is not about what is pursuing you. Purpose is all about what you were made for. You cannot live a fulfilling life without a purposeful life. In other words, it is your purpose that gives you fulfillment. And many people pursue careers, they pursue professions, they pursue jobs that really doesn't give them fulfillment, because inside them is a purpose that they are not hacking into. And so they do all that they do, but they are not fulfilled. There is a big difference between success and fulfillment. Success is achieving your goals, but fulfillment is having satisfaction from fulfilling your purpose. So many people are successful today, but they are not fulfilled. And that is why someone is married, he has children, he has a business, he has a job, he has money, he has everything, but he lives an empty life. Until you fulfill your purpose that God has designed you to fulfill, there will not be satisfaction. What is driving me in this world? What is driving me to do what I'm doing? What is making me do what I do? See, everyone is driven by something. You need money, so you are driven by money. There is a point in life we get to, and all that you want is a child. And now everything you do is about getting a child. So you are driven by a specific need, a particular need. And if you're not careful, some of these things will drive you out of your purpose. But if we stay in tune and focus on what God is called us into, you'll see that life will become meaningful to us, because we don't drive meaning from this earthly success. We drive meaning from fulfilling our purposes. So until there is a purpose-driven life, there cannot be a meaningful life. Anytime you fulfill your purpose, there is so much joy in you. There is success in you. You see, that is the place everyone wants to get to, where it is not about things, but it is about destiny. It is about what God has designed us to be and to do. People confuse careers, professions, gifts, talent to purpose. No, it is possible that the career you are pursuing is not actually your purpose. And how do you discover this? Only God. It's only the manufacturer who determines the purpose of the item manufactured or whatever has been manufactured. We get to a point in life, it's all about what I want to achieve, what I want to get, where I want to go, what I want to drive. But we have not come to a place to ask ourselves, where does God want me to do? What does God want me to do? But we ask ourselves questions that are self-centered, self-seeking, and selfish. And that's why life really doesn't give us satisfaction. Because until we know what He wants us to do and pursue what He's calling us to do and do it His way, there is no way we can have satisfaction. Jesus said, if you gain the whole world and lose your soul, you have not gained anything. In other words, if you have the riches you need, the houses, the cars, the money, the resources, the connection, the influence, the power, you control systems, territories, you control institution, you have wife or wives, you have children, all that you need, you have it. He says, if you gain the whole world, it is possible to gain the whole world and still not fulfill your destiny. And it is only God who can open to you what you are made for. And then you begin to pursue it. What I'm sharing with you now is to help us come closer to God and ask God, what do you want me to do? What am I here on earth to do? Imagine you take a speaker. It is an abuse to use that speaker, which is meant to produce sound, to amplify sound, and you are using it as a stool to sit on it. It is an abuse, and a lot of us are abusing our lives because we are not walking in the purpose God has designed for us, because every individual on earth is here to do something. And the reason we still have some troubles, some problems, is because some people are not living up to their purposes. They are not living up to their destinies. They are not living up to their calling. So because they are not functioning in where God wants them to function, there are problems and there are challenges. And because God has designed them to fit in to settle those troubles, we have the troubles because those people are in different fields, seeking for what is not for them. You must seek to know what God has called you to do. Otherwise, you would have lived on this earth before your family, before your children, before your husband and your wife, and before God. You are not living at all. You are a dead man walking, because where God is concerned, you are not walking in your purpose.